Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be talking to you about what I think is wrong or can be changed to the DMM finale. With Deadman Mode finales, we have now seen, I believe, three different iterations, including having a final hour where Fog pushes you to a final area and it's an outlast, and the last person will win. Usually is dominated by clans. I mean, clan mode is a thing no matter what, but that's one iteration. And there's final area with final 248, 256, whatever it is, get teleported into a 1v1 stage. That's my favorite. And now our current iteration, which is four separate worlds running the finale at once, four combat brackets, and it's just another final area Fog Outlast. To me, the Fog Outlast, where everybody is just dying at the end with damage ticks on you, everyone's getting hit by the fog, that doesn't truly encapsulate what I believe Deadman mode is. I think it is vital to have a 1v1 stage at the end to show who was really the best this season and who the best PvPer is. When it's left up to Fog in multi area, it's just going to come down to a single clan wiping everybody out, and then their clan leaders um, becoming the last people eliminated. I think in a 1v1 stage, if it's 256 or whatever, there's going to be people who sneak in. Odablock, for instance, he's not going to be rolling with fools or rot. Maybe he will, but he's an individual player. Someone like him isn't going to win the Fog Outlast with no 1v1 stage, because that's not a true testament to the best PKer or PvPer in the season. I think having a 1v1 stage will separate the best clans from the best players and actually showcase who is the best PvPer, rather than it just being people blood barraging and using phoenix necklaces and sipping brews. I know as a viewer firsthand that I would much rather watch the end of the tournament be 1v1 style versus 50 people from the same clan getting ticked threes till everybody dies, and then we have our winner. That's not what a true Dead Mammo champion should mean to me. I think it's got to be done by the 1v1s. I've also participated in 1v1s, so I know how exciting that can be versus just being stuck in a 50 by 50 square spot outside of Falador waiting for everybody's demise. I mean, as a viewer, it's got to be. I know this. It's way more exciting to be rooting for your favorite Twitch streamer or YouTuber, watching them on the stage, 1v1ing, rooting for them along the way. It just encapsulates so much more of what Deadman Mode is about and makes it more fun and exciting down the stretch. Nobody's sitting there at the edge of their seat during the fog portion and being like, this is so exciting. You know, I've seen countless DMMs where the commentators don't even have anything to say because there's nothing happening. It's just another lackluster Deadman mode event. That brings me to the next point, which is the 1v1 stages are always getting DDoSed and super laggy, so I know that's a problem, but Jagex seriously just needs to fork over some money and make sure we have stable servers. And this can be a very nice, like, MLG kind of, esports event, um, like it's supposed to be, and it hasn't been that for years. I think if they just put a little more effort into DDoS protection and making sure the servers are good for the finale, we can have what Deadman mode was intended to be. If Jagex is already preparing to do a $10,000 grand prize to first place, what's another, I don't know how many grand, just to keep the servers in a good spot for the 1v1s? Like, we don't need Odablock getting DDoSed again in the finale. We can pay for this kind of protection. I mean, I'm probably missing some things in reasoning behind why this hasn't worked in the past, but I think it should just be as simple as Jagex forking over some money to make sure that these servers are stable for the finale and put on the show that everybody wants to see. We have the viewers here for it. They're making a killing off of it on Twitch. So are the streamers. There's no reason, in my opinion, that we can't do this format because it is clearly superior to an Outlast Fog match with Brought winning at the end. As a player, I kind of lose excitement playing the season due to how anticlimactic of an end I know that we're up against. These past couple seasons, I love the introduction of having combat brackets, but I don't think the finale should have four separate worlds. I think, it's okay to be playing the 3 to 60 world, for the first 2 weeks, but by the end of it, if you want to compete in the finale, you should be getting your account up to a maxed main. That's where you're going to have the opportunity to win. I would much prefer to not have four separated worlds. I think that adds to the lackluster excitement of the finale. Yes, we do run them one after another, so we do get to recognize each world for what it is, but I think that just makes the Deadman Mode finale drag out and is less exciting overall as a viewer. Back in the day, I know we used to have a total level qualification to be involved in the finals. I think revisiting that idea could make a lot of sense. So yes, we do have the 4 combat brackets during the week, but if you want to compete in the final, you better get your combat stats up all the way to the max main, and then also get your skilling up as well. Maybe there's a way also, just another idea, to try to spice things up and make it fair so that clanman mode isn't just dominating, although it's inevitable, is in the final hour before the 1v1s in this case. You could qualify not by outlast, but by number of kills. Is there a way that you could kind of grief this? Yes, maybe. But if you make it a top 2,000 total level qualify, then I doubt there's going to be too many people that have friends that you can just kill off to get kills to now enter the final 1v1 stage. And this is just another random example of how I think we could try to spice it up and get the 1v1 backstage back integrated into the Deadman Mode finale. I think we need to do everything that we can to get away from the finale being broken down to just a Fog Outlast battle on 4 separate worlds. Deadman Mode is exciting. There should be death. There should be people put on a pedestal. There should be a clear winner, somebody who earned it. And I don't think that Fog delivers the intended climax that everybody is hoping for. The Deadman Mode finale stream events put on by Old School RuneScape have had a trend over the years, I believe, where there's a lot of downtime in between action, lollygagging, unpreparedness, and a lack of template for what the stream is supposed to be. So I think by having a 1v1 stage at the end with a small amount of players in it versus a bigger 256 pool, say let's bring it down to top 64, that'll keep things moving along and also help to showcase each fight at a time, or maybe the first 32 are going at the same time, 16, whatever. The less players there are, the easier it's going to be able to follow along. And I think that Jagex has no excuse for not being able to implement this in this current Deadman mode. Another idea that I just thought of is, why don't we have more than 2 final areas? Why not double it or even quadruple it to 4 or 8? That way we're splitting the clans up and we'll have a real idea of who the better people are. I think that's going to help out with clanman mode. I'm not really sure if there's a technological reason that they're only doing 2, but if there's 2 final areas, I bet there can be 4. If there can be 4, I bet that there can be 8. I think this would really help the chances of the individual players down the stretch make it to that final 1v1 stage. To reiterate what I've already said, I believe the DMM finale should be on one world with the top 2,000 people qualifying via total level. There should be a quote unquote final hour where you get randomly chosen to go to a range of outcomes of 4 to 8 different spots or final areas. You then fight it out Outlast style until there is 64 players remaining or 128 people remaining. After that, those final people will get teleported to the 1v1 stage. Once the stage is set, we will have a 1v1 tournament until there is one person crowned victorious. This probably goes without saying, but I believe we've got to get a reward for first place, second place, and third place as well. Bragging rights go a long way, but there definitely should be some money based incentive for the winner to take home. That's it for me, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the Deadman Mode finale down in the comments, and stay tuned for more Deadman Mode content coming this month.